What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do my first impressions on the Coldsteel FINNHAWK. We're going to try to do this all in one take, so let's get right into it. The Coldsteel FINNHAWK for under $20, in my opinion, is their answer to Mora. It's their Mora knife. It's a Scandi grind, thinner blade. We're going to go right into it right away. I did bring some other knives with me to compare it, and let's get right to it. Again, this is my first impressions. We'll do a video of my honest opinion when I get some hours into it. The first thing that I noticed, and it's something that I read in reviews beforehand, is that getting it in and out of this sheath is some serious business. And on that note, this is the sharpest knife out of the box that I've ever owned, and I've got some sharp knives, but out of the box this thing is sharp. So having to do that to get it out, a little sketchy. I did see where it holds up and it can be filed down, but I didn't want to do that until I did this initial review. It's got the plastic case like a Mora, but to be honest with you, the feel of this plastic, I don't know grades of plastic, doesn't feel as good as what you're gonna get on a Mora, like on my Garberg. It's definitely secure. Belt loop, when it's in, it's in. We're gonna fix that. Anyway, here we go. The FINNHAWK by Coldsteel. It's a full tang knife, but I don't know how big the tang is. If it's a rat tail all the way down in, I'll look that up, and when I do my honest opinion, my honest review after some hours, I'll have some more information for you. It's a German 4116 cryo quenched stainless. I don't know much about that German stainless, but I can tell you that this thing is super sharp, and we'll see what kind of an edge it'll hold long term. You got a little over an 1/8 inch thickness, so a little bit thicker than like your base model Mora, but not quite the Garberg. And so what I have here is I actually have a Mora standard basic. It's thicker than that. Let me get close to you. So it's thicker than your basic Mora blade. Okay, nice Scandi grind. The grip on the handle is excellent. This texture that they have on here, it's a great grip. I did notice that if I'm just holding it like this, that the width in the end here, I know it's to make up for your smaller digits in the end of your hand, but there's some hot spots in this. This handle is not as comfortable as these Mora knives are, or my Garberg, which is still kicking. So what I'm going to do is I've been carrying this this Gerber Prodigy as my carry, or sometimes I'm carrying the Mora Garberg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that by carrying this Coldsteel FINNHAWK, get the hours on it, and get back to you. So like I said, super duper sharp, a little bit thicker than your basic Mora blade, but not quite a Garberg. So I wouldn't put the competition here. This Garberg would blow this right out of the water. Thicker blade, better steel, better handle. It doesn't compare with a Garberg. Not gonna happen. What I don't have on me is like a companion heavy duty from Mora. That would probably be its closest competitor. So I'll get my hands on one of those, because that's gonna be its closest comparison. It'll do more for you than a Mora basic. Heavier duty. You could baton with this. I'm not going to baton with this unless I have to. To be honest with you, any of my knives with a Scandi grind I don't like baton with. I'll take the Gerber Prodigy and whack through a stump all day and not have a problem with it. This nice Scandi edge, this is a finer tool. Could you one tool option this? You could. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens with it. I could one tool with this Garberg. I have baton with it. It's nice full tang. I have a review on this knife. If you'd like to check that out, another video, I have a review of this Garberg. I also have a review of the Gerber Prodigy, which you can tell I have some time in on this, and I love it, still kicking. That one I don't mind chucking around. We've got another Mora here, so you've got some length. This is the Light My Fire with the fire steel in it. I've had this for quite a while, still a great knife. Again, back to the sheaths. This is a thicker, more durable, it just feels good in your hand for a plastic anyway, compared to the Coldsteel sheath. So, you know, we'll see how long this lasts. What I like to do is plastics, if you put a little tiny bit, just a little bit of a rag that's got a little oil on it, on some of these parts, you won't get the dry rot. But you don't want to add too much oil, because you can actually compromise the plastic with oil. It can soften it, it can actually deteriorate the plastic. But what I do is, after I wipe something else down, or if I have a little oil on my hands, I'll rub it into this just to keep it from getting that dry rot or that crack. So I'll do that, but I think if you left these two to the elements, this Mora sheath's gonna outlast this. So again, just my initial you know, first impressions of the Coldsteel FINNHAWK. It's not as comfortable in my hand as the Mora knives, but the grip is fantastic. It is explained as a full tang knife. I'll have to get a diagram. I don't know what the tang exists of, a full tang, not a quarter tang, but it could just be a full run rat tail. It does have a lanyard hole in it. I mean, it doesn't feel as good in my hands, but it's not horrible. Super sharp. I mean, the sharpest knife I've ever owned right out of the package. Like, it's absolutely sharp. Shave sharp. I have bald spots on my arms like I usually do when I test my knives out, but you could really get yourself some nice feathers. Super fast. She's a sharp one. So we're gonna put some time in on this. Just out in the woods, kind of enjoying myself today, getting a couple of videos done, and yeah. So stay tuned for my honest opinion on this knife. We're gonna go ahead and put it through its paces. It's the Coldsteel FINNHAWK. It's basically Coldsteel's Mora in a German stainless. I don't know if there's anything else much to mention, but to go and use it. Oh, one more thing. It does have a 90-degree spine. So it will throw sparks. Ooh, it throws mighty sparks. So it will throw sparks. All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving. It's a few days beforehand. I don't know when this video will get out. But we're going to go ahead and put this through its paces. It's the Coldsteel FINNHAWK. Under $18, or it's around $18, under 20. And a few things I'm going to do is get in there and file that little catch down. It catches right on the hilt here. There's just these two plastic pegs. That'll be the first thing we do. We'll get a lanyard on it, and we'll be carrying this on our waist just to get some hours on it, and I'll let you know what I think. So first impressions, for what it cost, it's a great knife, very sharp. Coldsteel FINNHAWK. So thank you, God bless, have a great day.